just earlier. So this is definitely going to be a bit of a. I think this will be a good set if basically if SeaBass does the things he usually does, because DNA is a really good player as well.
Absolutely. DNA, Falco from, I want to say South Jersey. I could be wrong about the exact region, but nevertheless, going up against SeaBass, spelled Sebastian, the French way. The down air, just right into the face. Eat these boots and take 55%, why don't you, DNA? And yeah, obviously we are quite familiar with Ganon play in Jersey. In fact, our very own Ruffian is a Ganon main, Tempo Ruffian. Great writer, as well as a... Oh, okay, you know what? Let's stop talking about Ruffian for a second, although we definitely... You know, her accomplishments speak for themselves. Let's talk about DNA a little bit, because that was kind of nice.
Yeah, he's been mixing all day. He played very well in his bracket. He also plays a lot of Inkling, which he seems to go back and forth and kind of get a strange gimp on that. Basically, this is why a lot of people will tell you Ganon's just a bad character, and they might be right. Or they are right. But the thing is there are some other things Ganon can do too if he reads movement. And to be honest with you, playing against a character like Falco with all these multi-hits seems like a really big disadvantage if you're just like a big body heavy boy, like a heavy man like Ganon.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. There are very, very few worst draws that I think you could have gotten as a Ganon. I know that people do like to dunk on Falco, namely a certain Falco from Philadelphia that I could think of, but regardless of all of that, yeah, it does pretty well against Ganon. Obviously, if you get hit, you're going to be eating 30% off of that one hit, and DNA is just not going to let that happen. He will go where Eagles dare, and he'll grab that win with very little problem at all. So, yeah, DNA went into the chat.
Yeah, there he is.
Called that mess.
Dude, the fish heads are none too pleased. Look at those eyes. So we'll see if SeaBass... Because this is the thing, is you'll see, and this is probably due to the volatile nature of Ganon, like, he'll have one game where it's like, it'll look like that, and then he has the next game where it's just like a 3-stock the other way. So we'll see. It does look like we're definitely getting a stage swap, though, since they both exit the arena.
I mean, Sebastian, after that display, you couldn't really blame him for wanting to at least consider a character change.
Oh, yeah,
so,
absolutely.
I mean, if this is one of those sorts of things where he's like, you can't be a Ganon one trick. And
dude, this is the
right?
thing, is I think he sort of is a Ganon one trick, and he has, I forget what he got at DNA the one time. He's a top 8 guy, too, like top 8 caliber type of player, so... We'll see what he's got, though. He does have his work cut out with him against Falco because he does have all those cutscene combos that are just very frustrating if you're a big guy. But we'll see if he's a little bit more careful this time around and maybe avoid those initial hits, which so far, not so good.
He has not. Yeah, no, that's... that is kind of the thing with Falco. Once you're above him and he lands a hitbox on you, you have to kind of resign yourself to the sweet embrace of death, as DNA... certainly is willing to assist him in doing... you have to go for these reads, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, you have your big, giant F-off Doria sword. You might as well use it.
And that's the stuff he catches at a lot sometimes. Unfortunately, it looks like a little bit of an unstable connection at the moment. I could see visibly affecting both people. And that's just the nature of the game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, makes it back. That was a little bit of a scary situation. And not really out of the woods yet. I mean, having Falco attack you, barrage you off stage when you have such a linear recovery is, all right, good little mix there. And I know what SeaBass wanted there. I don't think he was able to get the time down. And just like that, clip him with the beak. He's fallen.
Yeah, and I think that was with the neutral B, the stopping power on the laser that allowed him to secure that gimp. And get the kill. DNA as him down to the last stock, and yeah, regardless of that command grab kill, I don't think he's hurting all that much.
Yeah, this is gonna have to dig deep for this one. I don't think it's out of the realm because all Ganon really needs are a couple big hits like that.
Like that, yeah.
Like that, and then, you know, a couple more big hits that maybe turn into something similar to that. But this is the stuff, this is what I was telling you, this is what SeaBass does. He's really good at reading movements and kind of knowing where his opponent's going to be. But DNA looks like he's, oh my.
Yeah, it's easier to pick up momentum when you're heavy like that. And right into the dare! SeaBass, you thought he was gasping for air, but he is going along swimmingly, and we're going to a game 3.
Dude, SeaBass has some great fans, dude. I see the fish heads in the chat just popping out, and this was foretold before this game happened. Famous last words, I believe, as Joe Star said. But we'll see what happens. So got a whole nother game. As you can see, extremely volatile with this big guy. And we'll see if we get the run back. Okay, we're not. I was almost going to imagine if DNA is just like, yo, let's just run it back. But did not do it.
No, that would be a display of hubris, I believe. That's what the ancient Greeks called it. And yeah, that was a straight up reverse 3-stock that we saw. And that's the thing about momentum. It picks up a lot quicker if you're heavy. So SeaBass doing beautifully with that, but now we go to Battlefield, and SeaBass, basically, the win condition is stay on the ground, which right now he is currently not.
That's a good call. You don't want to jump against Falco. There's a million ways he's going to intercept you, and then if you end up off stage, it's over just like that, and we've seen that already a couple times. So definitely want to avoid the air if you can. I mean, Falco prefers it, so you don't really want to take a bird in the air.
Oh, man. I mean, Method Man, it's like Method Man said, there's 6 million ways to die! Oh, and he will do so there. He gets thrown off the stage. Just a bridge too far. Forced.
Oh, still there, Stu? May have lost his net. I know Stu's having some net issues. Hopefully we get him back, but in either case, this match still going, and oh, there he is.
Oh my god. How is Smash Online so bad that my connection?
Dude, I couldn't tell you, because they are actually having a rough go. No! 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 Maybe it's on my end?
I don't know, but
it is on my end. It is on my end. At least they're still playing. I would have hated to see that. I'm just very upset that it was a game 3. There's not much we could do, Stu. This is the game we're playing.
I am appreciating the little Chrono sprite that I see right now. So, regardless, we're gonna have to see. I gotta say, okay, so I will say these two avatars are very evenly matched. Even though, and I do want to point out the appreciation that I have for the mind games. You think that you're getting Joker with DNA's thing, but then like they're fighting each other out for stage control. Neither of them are giving. They're going at a pretty even pace. I'm not seeing a lot of schmicks from either of them, but you know, this could really go. I don't know what to say. This could go either way, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to just be clashing into each other right now. Really strong neutral. Neither one really giving up stage control. I mean, y'all know that Ganon's just like, you know, to get a couple of those big hits, and that's it. So.
I think they're going to charge in again right here, and indeed they do! Oh, but they do eventually do release, and now here they go again. But I do appreciate the mind game. You thought that he was going Joker. He instead went Falco. Never let it be said that Tri-State was brain dead. They are still charging in.
Yeah, and it does look like SeaBass might be avoiding the air a little bit better this time.
I don't know.
DNA not able to get his combos. You see them just kind of trading hits at the moment.
Yeah, but they break. Oh, yeah, no, they are resetting a lot. I have to say, this is intense. This is a war of attrition. Who's going to break? And it's going to be DNA, who comes out on top, and he wins the set 2-1. Unbelievable. And you would think with all of those trades that Ganon would have come out on top just because of the power advantage. Somehow, DNA survives.
Wow. Truly incredible set. I'm so
sorry. I am honestly, and I do mean this, Chris. It was my honor to call that.
Dude, same. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.